The age of steam will last forever on my Lionel Polar Express model railroad, but we've also now entered the age of diesel. I'm going to be demonstrating and reviewing my first new diesel LionChief Plus 2.0 locomotive, and we're starting right now. Hi, I'm Owen. What we're looking at right now is my new Norfolk and Southern diesel locomotive. This is a LionChief Plus 2.0 locomotive that also can run on Trainmaster Command and Control and conventional. It is therefore very flexible and something that I expect will be able to be with me for quite some time. I've just got two cars hooked up behind it. One is the gondola car, Lion Scale gondola car, and then the Conrail caboose. And we're going to get those running in just a moment and see how this operates. The details built into this locomotive are pretty attractive. You can see the road number 3619, the steps leading up to the front platform, the front coupler sticking out in front. And as we pan back across, you can see again there's the ventilation inputs for the cooling the engine and the mechanism. This is also a smoke capable locomotive, and I'm going to add a little bit of smoke fluid in a moment and let you see how that works. Underneath this cover right here are switches that allow you to switch between LionChief Plus 2.0, Bluetooth, and turning the smoke off and on, and doing other control functions to determine which operating mode you're going to be using. So that works quite nicely, and you can see the simulated vents underneath that for the air to come in to cool down the engines. This has three sets of 3 axles on each of the trucks. This is the rear truck on the locomotive. There's a platform on the rear and a coupler. The engine interior is illuminated. You can see the lights on in there if I get close enough. Overall, it has nice details on it. This slot right on the top that you see there, that is where the smoke fluid goes in and the smoke comes out. There's a little bit of smoke coming out right now. It's difficult to see, but there, if I get in the right position, you can see that it is generating some smoke right now. I'm going to be connecting this to the LionChief Plus 2.0 app, and we'll see what happens when we do that. There we get the whistle, the horn blowing when we connect it. Now we're going to go ahead and move it forward and see how it goes around, what it looks like going around the track. The headlights come on the front as it takes off, and we are gradually picking up speed. I don't want this to go too fast, but I want to at least get an impression of how it looks going around the track. You can hear it whine, a little whine of the diesel electric motors as it works its way around. When it comes around to the other way, I think we'll get a really good shot of the headlights, and that's going to be impressive. This has plenty of power. I've got a very light load on it right now. It could certainly pull a great deal more than what I've got there. Now when it comes around, you're going to see the front end. The headlights on this are really spectacular. That's really, really bright. Oops. All right, I have re-railed it, and let's see what happens when we try to go forward this time. Nope, it's having a problem. I don't know why that is, but it's having a problem. All right, we're going to try one more time and see if we can get it to make it around and navigate that curve. It's supposed to be within the parameters for this engine. Let's see what happens. Well, that time it did it. We are going around and navigating. The lights on the front of the engine are really spectacular. The road name number is lit up, and the headlights, there's 3 really bright headlights, LED headlights on the front of that. That looks really cool, doesn't it? That engine, as you look at the front end. Got the rail sounds and the rail talk going on there. That's pretty cool. Now when I blow the whistle, or blow the horn, see what happens? Those front lights flash. Now once the engine is stationary, those front lights go off, those auxiliary headlights go off, or just the main headlights, the upper headlights are on. That's actually a pretty good smoke output coming from that engine right now. I'm pleased with that. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this curve. I'm going to have to do some work on this and figure out a way if I can get this more stable. There's a bell that it has also. I'm going to turn that off. Got all the volumes set, I think, where I want them.
Dispatcher, ready to roll. Can I pull? Over. Sit tight for a minute. We've got some traffic to clear first. Out.
The rail talk is pretty cool on this. The crew talk with the dispatcher, that's pretty cool. I like that. It's hard to see the smoke up against those gray cabinets, but I'll get a little bit closer here and see. Yeah, there you can see smoke coming up pretty well. Now we're about to find out if this will successfully switch to the grade that goes down to the lower level. Let's give it a whirl and see what happens. Well, it seems to be handling switch over to the grade well enough. Let's see what happens when it gets down and tries to go around this curve here. We still seem to be going okay. If it'll make the transition, that will be really spectacular. Keeping the speed way down. Don't want to do anything very fast with this. Wow. So far so good. Now let me try to reverse it and see what happens. See if we can go back up. Well, we're going. We are traversing. Let's see if we can traverse the switch okay. We've done it. Well, that was a good maneuver anyway. Well, I'm officially in the age of diesel now on my Lionel model railroad. This is an O-gauge railroad. I'm going to do some work on the track, And I think that probably will solve this issue. I don't really think it's the engine. The engine seems to be functioning quite well. It looks spectacular. I'm really pleased with that. So I'm really happy with the way it looks. The LionChief Plus 2.0 app on my iPad mini is working great, so that's not a problem. The engine has got power enough, I think. I just need to fix, I think, a little issue with my track there. And I think once that's fixed, we're going to be happy to be in the age of diesel. Horn on this one works great. The lights work great. So I'm happy with all of that. And just based on what I can see so far, I'm going to have to say this is a thumbs up on this locomotive. Please be sure to like this video. If you enjoy seeing new product reviews, new product demonstrations, subscribe to my channel. We'll continue to do these frequently. And also click the thumbs up down below, like it, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this. This locomotive can operate in multiple modes, including Trainmaster Command and Control. So there's room for me to up my game in terms of an operating system, and this locomotive will still be just fine for me. So thanks for being with me today. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you next time.